And we are live. Welcome everyone. This is your host Abraham El Jaguar. In a few moments I will check the sound. First of all, this channel is proudly partnered with What the Funk Shop. Please check out their store for all sorts of products. They have dice, miniatures, game master screens, home decorations, and many other things. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment. And make sure that you use my code for a special discount. A moment please while I check the sound. Sounds good. I mean, I've been pretty satisfied with the sound so far. Tonight, we're playing Triangle Strategy, and the situation is quite precarious, quite dangerous. They are moving towards Serenos Castle, towards Wolford. We are protecting the last surviving member of the royal family. Are there any side stories? Guess not. And what about the War Chronicle? Character stories? No, we have already done all of those. Let's see. Castle Wolford. As the Frosty army advances on Castle Wolford, another crisis looms large for Sereno and Prince Roland. Oh no, another crisis. Another one?
My lord, the Frosty army advances on us as we speak.
You don't say.
A missive has arrived from Lord Gustadolf. It says they will stand down on the condition that we surrender Prince Roland to them at once.
Yeah, so that they kill him, right?
We've not much time before they're on our doorstep, my lord.
Word has it that General Avlora herself heads the vanguard.
Oh, I need to destroy that bitch, that Laura. She killed Sir Maxwell. Well, apparently, hopefully Sir Maxwell is still alive. The corpse was never found. Only his bloody mask.
Gustadolf's not taking any chances. The scheming bastard.
Summon the War Council at once. We must take swift action.
Avlora is supernaturally powerful. She made a pact with something. I don't know if it's a demon or some ancient power that they found in the mines, but Maxwell had won the duel against her, and she was still standing, even though he cured her with his spear. So we need to fight her with several people at the same time, and we can't take any chances. She's using unfair advantages.
You cannot be serious about this.
What? What?
It's all right, Frederica.
No.
Please continue, Benedict.
No, they're going to... No way. Hand over Roland? No way.
Thank you. Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Esfrost?
Wow, Benedict, you heartless bastard.
I say we refuse.
Uh-huh.
We owe Sir Maxwell that much.
And Huguette, of course, is going to be the first one. She's in love with Roland. She obviously is in love with Roland.
Precisely. Sir Maxwell entrusted us with keeping His Highness safe, and we accepted.
Benedict, I should have you executed for even suggesting that.
There's no place in the realm more sheltered by the terrain than this castle. He is safer here than anywhere. And yet, if the Archduke were to march on us with an army as great as the one that took the Crown City, or, heaven forbid, a greater one.
Many times in history, mentioning some of the greats such as Alexander the Great, and even William Wallace in the Battle of Stirling Bridge. The Bruce, Robert the Bruce, they won many battles when they were severely outnumbered. You need to use your strategy wisely, your triangle strategy.
The natural fortifications of this land would work against us. Our shelter would become our jail.
No, Anna, no. Anna, you're a best girl. You cannot be speaking like that.
So you propose that we just abandon him? That we sacrifice his life for our own protection?
The voice actress for Frederica is amazing. Top notch.
Better my life than any of yours.
No, Roland.
This is my battle. I would not see the blood of my friends spilt in my name.
No, shut up, Roland. You don't know what you're talking about.
See, Your Highness, that's where you're wrong. House Wolfort's the sword and shield of the crown. You go to battle, we go with you. So it's always been.
And there is no guarantee that they are going to fulfill their end of the bargain. They could take Roland and then they could attack. We cannot trust those liars. You cannot trust someone who killed his own brother in cold blood and then later on framed others for the assassination. And the brother was a pretty nice guy. If he was an evil brother, well, okay, right?
I will leave before I see your domain ravaged by fighting.
No, Roland. No.
It is the only way. Surely you see this, yes?
No, Roland. Roland should be in prison because I get the feeling that he's going to try to sneak out and deliver himself to the enemy.
I refuse to believe sacrificing any of us is the correct path.
Yes.
My lord, we cannot allow war to come to the Wolfort domain.
Don't be coward. Don't be a coward.
Your highest priority must be to your loyal subjects.
And like I said, there is no guarantee that they're going to fulfill their end of their bargain.
You must decide.
I cannot render a decision here and now. There must be some solution. As his vassal, I must fight to protect the prince, but as their lord, I must ensure my people's safety. We cannot hope to win against Ace Frost, but if we do nothing to stop them, many will lose their lives. We cannot hope. No. His vassal, I must fight to protect the prince. No. We cannot hope to win against Ace Frost, but if we do nothing to stop them, many will lose their lives. The same thing, even if it's hopeless, we need to fight. We need to fight.
We cannot hope to win against Esfrost. But if we do nothing to stop them, many will lose their lives.
Indeed, all paths are fraught with danger. In which case, we ought to choose whichever option ensures our survival. If we live, we can reclaim what we've lost.
No, at the cost of Roland? Yeah, let's just sacrifice this guy, yeah.
So we'd be buying ourselves some time.
As the master of this domain, you and no other must decide how we proceed.
We fight.
I understand that, Benedict. Prepare the scales of conviction. I would hear everyone's thoughts on the matter.
Even if you don't win the battle, it is your duty, as defenders of all that is righteous and virtuous, to kill as many bastards as possible, so that perhaps Hyacinth will take on the battle later on. The road is clear. There is no hesitation on my part. And besides, they have the most brilliant strategist on their part. That's me. Let me see if the encampment has some... Well, let's save the game. Encampment to see if there are some side missions to level up. Not yet. Here goes. Time to vote. I would never submit this to a vote. I would, as the king, as the lord, I would do it. Welcome, Josh. Have you ever seen this game? It's really cool. If you like Final Fantasy Tactics, it's a bit like it, but with more emphasis on political intrigue. I hope you have been doing great, Josh, by the way. Let's see, as the Frosty army continues its inexorable march on Castle Wolford, Serenoa and his retinue discuss the best path forward. And right now the situation is quite precarious because...
I will give the signal when it is time to cast your vote. I ask each of you to weigh the matter carefully till then.
Because I am protecting the last surviving heir of the good royal family. And there is this huge army that is about to attack my domain. So they are giving me the choice if I should sacrifice the prince, which is my best friend. It's a really cool game. And but I am not willing to sacrifice him. I'm sure that with the strategies and tactics, I will be able to survive the day.
Very well, my lord. To our own councils we go.
I must convince everyone to save Roland. Their hearts are divided. Still, a compelling argument may yet change some minds. Exactly. Alas, I have an incomplete picture of the situation, and I would be a poor lord if I did not hear the voice of my people. I should venture into town. Ah, going out, my lord? Yes, I wish to ensure everything in the town is in order. And just imagine sacrificing a single person just so that everybody is safe, but it's still... that's pretty awful. Understood, my lord. When your work is done, pray speak to me once more. I will do just that, thank you. I should return to the hall once I've spoken with the people. Perhaps I'll learn something that will sway some minds. A terror like no other came over me when I saw the state in which you returned, my lord. Huh. Come on, it wasn't that bad. Oh, an item. HP ring. Well, that's going to be quite handy in equipping the one of the healers, perhaps. Extra hit points are always good for healers. I prayed we'd never know conflict again after the Salt Iron War. Yet here we stand, peering into the abyss. So it was Glenbrook and Ace Frost launching an attack on Hysant and all those years ago. The Holy State, reeling from the surprise assault, turned to Lord Seaman for help. Back then, Wolford was still an independent clan, and agreed to an alliance. All Norcelia was poorer for the fighting, its nations and people were left depleted. So I have heard. Father told me stories of the secret meetings with King Regna that restored peace to the realm. I did pick up Dragonbane, reading through it, and it seems like a great system. Dragonbane is super fun. It is insanely fun. I am playing the solo campaign. Tomorrow I am actually going to continue it. Really, really fun. Indeed, it was they who brought Hysant and Ace Frost to the table, and then the war to an end. I also recommend the Bestiary. Josh, if you purchase the Bestiary, it includes the monsters, but also new character species and races. It was your father's efforts that led the king to bring your house to the royal family's fold as the crown's military might. War is brewing, Lord Serenoa. Think carefully upon how you will navigate it. And definitely, Josh, if you have free time in a month or two, like I said, the other Josh, and I are going to be playing. How was the name? Anima Beyond Fantasy as a cooperative experience. Let's see. I find myself in the unfortunate position of having thought peace would be everlasting. I cannot allow the currents to carry me along. I must use them to my advantage and turn the tide of the battles to come. Ah, that sounds really good. My father risked his life to bring honor to our house. I'll not be the one to tarnish his legacy. I like this one. I cannot allow the currents to carry me along. I must use them to my advantage and turn the tide of the battles to come. Pick the Bestiary up as well. I love how they have random attacks for monsters. Exactly so. It was Lord Simon's initiative that made him a hero. And that makes the game feel a bit like a Souls-like, like a Dark Souls, Demon Souls. Because the monsters always hit you. They always hit you. Unless in some cases you are able to block or parry in some very specific cases, you need to be very strategic. You can always try to dodge, of course, so you need to figure out, should I spend this action dodging or should I spend it attacking? And apart from the abilities and powers, of course. That same Wolford blood courses through your veins. I know you'll live up to your family's good name. The people of the Wolford domain are at your back. I shall take that to heart, thank you. What's here? Oh, item. Added Marvels of Norzelia, Volume 11 to notes. And I just wander into people's houses, taking their stuff. Well, it is my domain after all. Everybody looks so scared. What happened, Lord Serenoa? I'm like, oh boy, you don't want to know. That's very interesting. I was trying to find the rules on that. They are, well, that's the thing. The rules in English are not as polished as the rules in the original Spanish version. It's a Spanish game from Spain. So I actually have the Spanish version, the core book. But other Josh wanted to give me oh, I think it was like, I don't know if it's a friendship gift or a Christmas gift, but he wanted to give me like the entire PDF collection, and he said he was wanted me to surprise me the next month, so he's going to like give me all of the books. But I still, like I said, I have the core book, so we could even start it with the core book itself. Long have I heard rumors of secret traps that dot the Wolford domain. If the tales are to be believed, they serve to make quick work of any invaders, though I can't help but wonder, why keep such a valuable weapon a secret? Secret traps, it is hard to say what this might mean for us. They might well be employed to give us an advantage in battle, but at what cost to our own? Ah, yes, secret weapon. Anima Beyond Fantasy is a bit, it's really over the top. If you have, imagine the more exaggerated Final Fantasy games that you have seen. That's pretty much it, with crazy magical attacks and stunts and that's like the characters are super powerful. But if the tales are the Wolford traps, so I need to figure out those traps. Why has Icefrost attacked? We thought all this conflict was behind us with the opening of the mines. And what of your marriage to Frederica? Was that merely a ruse? Icefrost's betrayal will not stand. They will answer for their atrocities, exactly. I share in your confusion, but Frederica knew nothing of this. Pray do not blame her for Icefrost's actions. The kingdom has no true allies, nor true enemies. We shall sue for peace and work to avoid further conflict. No. I share your confusion, but Frederica knew nothing of this. Pray do not blame her for Icefrost's actions. Aha. Yes, of course. Please, your betrothed. We too wish to believe she had no hand in this. And surely they will not come for our domain, where the Archduke's own sister now resides. Precisely, yes. You've got nothing to fear. We shall defend our land to the end. It's a relief to hear that. My heart aches for the royal family, but I should hate to see such an unnecessary war descend upon us. In these situations, it is very important for the leader to show that brave face all the time. Take a look at the great battles, like Alexander the Great. When he fought enemies that outnumbered him greatly, he was always sure of victory. There's a paper calling for the arrest of Prince Roland. Says they want him taken alive. Huh. I shudder to think what will become of the kingdom now. If he's to be delivered alive, I'd wager they have no plans of executing him. At least not anytime soon. No, they're keeping him alive because they want to execute him in public. I should let the others know of this. They just killed his father like that. They killed the former king by executing him in public. That's what they want. I know them. I know how they think. Is it true? Has Icefrost attacked the crown city? How could the nobles have let this happen? Well, a few of them were betrayers. Has the crown city truly fallen? What madness is this? Mama's not herself today. Has something scary happened? Well, little girl, there's an entire army that outnumbers us for like 5-1 or something. No worries. No pressure. Nothing to be afraid of. I'd a mind to make my way to the capital, but the high roads block. What's the meaning of this, anyway? I've got mouths to feed at home. Oh, but you can't move. You can't move from this place because we are surrounded. No items here. Apparently not. I'm securing funds for the war. No item. Hmm? No item, apparently. Ah, yes, I saw it, I saw it! HP recovery pellet. Almost missed it. There's commotion in the capital, to be sure. But it'll all be over soon. The Dawn Spear will see to that. Ha! Well, let me tell you about the Dawn Spear. Aye, the sun won't set on Glenbrook till Sir Maxwell falls. Ah, if that would ever happen. Oh, poor guy. Sir Maxwell is currently considered missing in action. Sir Maxwell laid down his life so that we might see another day. We must do all in our power to see that his noble sacrifice was not in vain. I was just thinking, we found his bloody mask, the bloody mask that Sir Maxwell used. Perhaps we could have someone wear the mask to impersonate him, like they did with the Cid Campeador from Spain. When he was dead, they mounted his corpse on his horse and marched him towards the enemies, and they were so afraid of his brilliance, his combat prowess, that they ran away. So maybe we could do something similar, like the Dawn Spear lives, right? And the guy's going to be like, this mask is itchy. Shut up, play your part. I think we are set with the information to play the boats. Returning to the council chamber, my lord? Ah, yes, but first let's save the game. System, save. Save over here just in case. Because a very important decision is going to be taken. Yes, it's time to vote. I would never have allowed voting. Because in voting, when it comes to voting, unless you have intelligent people voting, the majority could be dumbasses, and then you're screwed because the dumbasses are going to choose the wrong choice. Let's talk first with Roland.
Serenoa.
There must be a way to avoid weighing my life against those of others. I trust we can find it. Decide what you will. I shall follow whatever judgment you pass. Begin persuasion? Yes. We must protect Roland at all costs. I will not allow my life to be weighed against those of the people. Have you forgotten Sir Maxwell's dying words? Would you render his noble sacrifice for naught? That's his teacher. Master taught that whoever rules is righteous by virtue of their station alone. But now, though, I wed your words more heavily than most. I know not what is right.
However,
I appreciate you speaking your mind, but I have my own thoughts on the matter. After all, if this matter can't be settled by me alone, it is not best if I do so. The Wolford domain has many secrets, one of which we might use to drive the enemy back.
I wonder.
You mean to say such a thing is available to us? We may well drive the enemy out, but we'll bring harm to our own people in the process. Are we willing to pay that price? I can no longer discern what is right and wrong. I place my fate in your hands. And what does Best Girl Anna have to say? Best Girl Anna.
Lord Serenoa.
Will you surrender the prince or not? Will you choose House Wolford or the whole kingdom? It's a question of our priorities, what matters most to us. We must protect Roland at all costs. Do you mean to protect Prince Roland at all costs? Why is there an option locked? What? House Wolford shrinks from no enemy. We will strategize and fight, as we always have.
Yes?
Yes, with the right stratagem. There is no such thing as an unwinnable battle. Exactly. You clearly have no illusions about the battle ahead. Perhaps it is worth fighting after all. Exactly. In any case, we must not be too hasty.
I need time.
I'll consider the matter with what little time we have. Exactly.
My lord.
It would not be wise to continue this fight with Ace Frost. If protecting His Highness's life is our first priority, it would be safer to accept their conditions. No. In other words, you feel that Roland is of more use to Ace Frost alive as a puppet than dead. Exactly, Benedict, what the hell is wrong with you? Precisely. Furthermore, we must consider Princess Cordelia, who currently is in the enemy's clutches alone. We must protect Roland at all costs. They are not going to kill the princess because the villain wants to marry her to secure his position. I trust that you will make a reasoned decision, my lord. Perhaps the battle is not as hopeless as one might think. The town's secret weapon. I must confess, I was not aware Lord Serenoa knew of our domain's last resort. Benedict, you idiot, you fucking imbecile, Benedict. You need to tell us these things. Why did I learn about this from a town's guard?
So,
have you any more to say in your favor? It is not together with Roland that we might best protect both domain and kingdom. Now, is it not together? Is it not together with Roland that we might best protect both domain and kingdom? Surely that is reason enough. I do not believe the battle is a futile one. Victory or defeat is but a matter of fortune. No, not fortune. No, we are not leaving things to chance. It's all about strategy. I have as much a duty to the royal family as I do to House Wolford. Such is the lot of the lords of the high houses. Is it not together with Roland that we might best protect both domain and kingdom? Truly, that is reason enough. I have as much duty to the royal family as I do to House Wolford. Such is the lot of the lords of the high houses. Exactly. A most admirable stance, my lord. Your father would be proud. And yet, the rub lies in translating that belief into action.
I am decided.
At any rate, I thank you for sharing your thoughts with me. I shall take them to heart. Now,
here's what I think.
We've been loyal to the crown for years, lad. You understand what they're asking for is treasonous, don't ye? He's the king. He's the king's own flesh and blood. We should be protecting him, not offering him up on a silver platter. I agree. Now we don't need to persuade him. Who's next? Gila. No, Huguet. Our kingdom needs Prince Roland now more than ever. He is to be protected above all others. No, I agree. Gila is the troublesome element here.
What do you need?
Roland is worth more to Ace Frost as a political pawn than a corpse. They will not kill him once they have him. Now they will. They murdered the father. They only need the sister to marry her, and Roland is he is disposable. At least that is how I see it. If we agree to do what gives us the most hope, then Roland himself has the right of it. We must protect Roland at all costs. Pray tell me what reasoning led to your decision. I will not bet the life of our prince or of my friend to on a mere supposition. We are finished the moment we bend the knee. There must be a way to strike at them. I fear delivering Roland will not stop Ace Frost's onslaught. Exactly. I fear delivering Roland will not stop Ace Frost's onslaught. It will not.
I wonder about that.
They would have already laid siege to the Wolford domain if that were indeed their goal. Perhaps they mean to cow us rather than conquer us? We've not but conjecture. My mind can find no peace among the paths before me. Might I ask you to expound on your thoughts? Truth be told, I have a plan. Provided the rumors I've heard are true. A plan? What rumors?
Yes, I see.
Ah, you have heard talk of the town's last resort. I take it. I want nothing more than to believe it is real. And if it is, I agree it could be quite the boon. I thank you for sharing your thoughts. I suppose now we see what fortune has in store for us. There we go. Now, Frederica. A peace built by forsaking our friends and countrymen in their time of greatest need is no peace at all, exactly. That's why she's my betrothed. We think alike. I know what I ask is not easy, but I pray we find a bloodless path out of this conflict. That is going to be difficult, if not impossible. So the boats are ready. And what about this guard? Do you want to say something too? Headed into town, my lord? No. Time to boat. Commence boating.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we surrender Prince Roland, or do we protect him from those who would do him harm? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I believe in you.
Yes! I put my faith in you as ever, my friend.
Forgive me.
Forgive me on this matter, I will not be swayed. Benedict, you fuck... I will have Benedict removed. How can you sacrifice a single person for the... How could you, Benedict? Well, we already know Frederica is going to...
Wrong, but...
Considering the Duchy's actions, I fear this is the only way forward. What? That doesn't tell me anything. What?
I agree.
I maintain the courage of my convictions. Crossing fingers, crossing fingers. Yes, we won. We won. We won by majority of votes. Yes.
The scales of conviction
will
illuminate the path we've chosen.
Benedict, I have my eyes on you, Benedict. Protect Roland at all costs. Angela and Benedict. Wow, they are disgusting. They were willing to sacrifice. I will have them executed right then and there.
The way forward is decided.
Exactly.
We protect Prince Roland with our lives and drive Esfrost from our home.
And as for you, Benedict, Angela, it is time to meet your maker. That's what I would have said. And done.
The judgment is made. The scales tip, and our path is chosen. We must steel ourselves for the battle that lies ahead.
No thanks to you, Benedict, and you didn't tell me about the secret weapon either. You're a terrible counselor, a terrible advisor, terrible.
Very well. Then I will do all in my power to see that it proves the right one. I fight with you, my friend.
To the end. To their end.
Prepare the defenses. We will hold our own against the army of Esfrost.
For glory, victory, and for the ruin of our enemies. So exciting. Of course I'm going to save. Of course. We're saving here. This is where it begins. And if I should die in the fight to be free.
After consulting the scales and reaching a consensus, House Wolfort resolved to shelter Prince Roland.
Where the fighting is hardest, there shall I be.
Not long after, they find themselves besieged by an elite subset of Esfrost's forces.
Bring it! From three sides.
Commanding the Duchy's armies is none other than General of Laura, the deadly warrior who claimed the lives of Prince Franny and Sir Maxwell with her own hands.
Yes, by cheating. By making a pact with devils. That won't work with me.
Pardon the intrusion, Your Grace. A bird has arrived from House Wolford.
Concerning Prince Roland, no doubt? So they refuse to relinquish him to us. How intriguing. They will remain loyal to the royal family even if it means their demise.
This guy looks like a vampire. Just look at him. Looks like a vampire.
Very well. Send a bird to General of Laura. Tell her to make for the Wolfort domain at once, and that she is to return with the prince, or not at all.
Oh.
Yes, Your Excellency.
I hope he won't mind saying goodbye to Avlora. He's not going to survive the confrontation against us. And we shall stop here for today. It's so exciting, isn't it? Thank you, Josh, for watching this live stream. And thanks to everyone else. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the Super Thanks button. Like, subscribe, take a look at the information in the description, the pinned comment. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar. In less than 20 minutes, I will be streaming... that's very interesting. The time for Perilous upon us. Yes, Josh. In less than 20 minutes, I think I am going to be streaming Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising just to give it one more chance before, unless I quit, because I have a plan to more or less make up for the failings of that game. But we shall see. And remember, level up in game and level up in life. Once again, thank you, Josh. See you all later.